Hey guys, Barry Nissan here from Epic Cycles. I'm joined here with Graham Jones, the marketing director for Surron Canada. We are here today at the Toronto Motorcycle Show, the 2023 Toronto Motorcycle Show, the first one in 3 years. So it's back here again. And we're here at the Surron booth, both representing, showing off some of the new 2023 models. The first one we want to show you here is the very fresh and first Surron Ultra Bee. This is the first one here in Canada, correct?
You're right, it's the very first one. I got to see it myself for the first time yesterday as we were loading up, so I'm super excited, and yeah, it's amazing to be here and be able to show this off.
Yeah, no, it's great. So as well, my first time seeing this bike too, and yeah, it looks spectacular, and I think this is going to definitely create a huge buzz here in the moto world, 100%. So it's so about this bike a little bit. We all know about the Light BXs, and we've seen the Storm Bee, but this is something, I guess, an in-between bike between the two, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it is pretty much the perfect fit in between the two. It gives the opportunity to really provide a little bit of extra battery capacity while also having a bike that's not as heavy as the Storm Bee. So it finally serves a purpose. So it's right in the middle, that middleweight category, that the bike is still accessible for a lot of people to get on. But for those that are experienced in off-roading, they will be able to get onto this as well. It's just a bit lighter, a little bit less stressful to ride than a full-size bike.
Correct, yeah. Okay, and what are some of the specs and features of this, versus, the Light BX and then the Storm Bee?
So we've got some of the key features. So it's got a 12.5 kilowatt peak power, tons of torque. It's I think 325 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah,
I think it'll go 90 kilometers an hour, which is quite a bit faster than
so the Light Bee is about 78, 80 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
And I believe that the Light BX is 3 kilowatt with a 6 kilowatt peak.
Right.
So we're talking about, I guess, double.
Yeah, so this is
a
6 kilowatt normal or rated capacity, and then 12 and a half.
12 peak.
12 and a half peak,
okay,
yeah,
so it's
exactly.
exactly like the double, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, really the highlights of this bike, so it's got the latest from Surron as far as the technical, the electronics and things like that. So latest generation of the ride-by-wire throttle, the latest in the rider aid, so it's traction control, regenerative braking, multiple riding modes. Those are the really exciting things that we're happy to be bringing with a bike like this, because those aren't features that you find on a typical dirt bike. So, people who are looking at it just saying, oh, it's just electric, is that the only thing? No, there's a lot more that we can do with electric technology, with the controllers that we have to really open up a bit of a different type of off-road riding.
Yeah, and plus this one now has as well a reverse feature. So it has I think 3 different riding modes, right?
Exactly, yeah. So there's a daily mode, an eco mode, and then a sport mode. And then the cool thing about this and the Storm Bee as well is that it comes with a reverse gear, which sounds like it's a gimmick, but once you actually find a use for it, it's amazing.
It's very useful.
Yeah, 100%.
Very useful to back it out, so it's, you don't have to push the bike as much, right? So let's talk about the battery. What about the range, compared to the 2 different bikes? I think this is also something larger. It's a higher voltage, 74 volt versus 60 volt, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And it's a 55 amp hour?
55 amp hour, yeah, correct,
okay.
yeah.
So quite a lot, bigger, but it's a more powerful system. So what kind of range are we going to expect to see from this?
So I mean, it's this is the question we get asked most about all our bikes. So dependent on how you're riding. If you're on a flat plane and just kind of cruising, especially if you're in eco mode, the max you're going to get, the claim is 140 kilometers max range. We'd like to say it's probably closer to 100 in a real world situation, factoring in all the variables.
Yeah,
and then,
you're riding hard, basically.
Yeah, and the harder you ride, it's just like you burn more gas.
Yeah,
the harder you ride,
sure.
You're just going to drain your battery that much. But the good thing is it's definitely a step up from the Light Bee as well. So it's going to be a little bit more stress-free for those that are out on the trails.
Okay, I got you. Very cool. And the battery, I believe this flap, it comes up, right? So
Yeah, so there's a couple of neat perks about this bike in particular, including that this is a hydraulic, there's a hydraulic lid basically. So that pops up, gives you easy access to the battery. You pull it out, two hands, pop it out. As we know, like the Light Bee is super easy to get to as well. So this one's got a little bit of a unique way to get to the battery, which is kind of a trick feature. And then the other cool thing is it's got a space underneath where you can actually bring your battery or your charger with you. So this is really cool. Just pop that under there and ride to where you're going to, stop at a Tim Hortons, charge up, and
or if you're on a short ride that you don't necessarily need the charger, I guess you have a trunk now, right?
Yeah,
you can use for storing other items, right? So that's really cool. So you got obviously now we got a full seat, full moto seat versus the Light Bee X, similarly to the Storm.
For sure.
Yeah.
And 19-inch wheels. It's so similar to the Light Bee in the wheel size. Obviously, with the Storm Bee, it's more of a conventional 21-inch front, 18 rear. But this is 19s. I don't know what else I could say. I mean, it's the whole thing has been redone. This is a fresh chassis, fresh frame. Everything about this has been completely recreated from the Light Bee. The only thing that's similar is that all the bikes are now coming with the same throttle, like ride-by-wire throttle, with the dual-hole sensor and the dash. So all that's similar now across all three bikes. But yeah, otherwise this is like a completely redesigned from the ground up Surron.
It's amazing, it's great. And I see here like new light integration here as well, fenders, and it's overall beautiful design. It's another looks like another home run to me. So we're gonna,
I believe it.
We excited to see this.
We have really high hopes for this, and the power sports dealers that we deal with that have that customer base already that's off-road based. This is great for that, because it is speaking a bit more to the motorcycle guy than the Light Bee, which is obviously serving a purpose with the more casual enthusiasts. More casual enthusiasts,
you can still ride things. I mean, like you can't beat the how easy it is to use, how light it is. So Light Bee X will always have a place. I believe, I'm a Light Bee X rider myself, and I love it for like day-to-day use, and going anywhere pretty much, right? So it's good for that. So
absolutely.
It's a lot
and
of fun.
all the bikes, obviously, like the lack of emissions and the sound is such a big deal for us. So that's still something. The Light Bee, obviously, you can get into some more areas that you feel more comfortable exploring than you would on a bigger bike. But the same deal as far as these riding areas that are getting compromised due to sound. This is the answer, and we want to be there for those conversations, so that instead of losing those riding spaces because of the gas thing and the noise, that we have a solution that we can say, we can keep motorcycles on these trails.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I always like to point out over here, take a look, we got what's this? This is a new 2023 Light Bee X. This is Phantom Purple, I believe is the color.
You got it,
Really cool. So something else to look out for. And again, guys, if you want to see these bikes in person for yourself, you can come visit our store, Epic Cycles. We do, we actually do offer test rides at our Vaughan facility. So you're more than welcome to come check it out. We have them available and in stock. You can visit our website at epiccycles.ca to learn more, or to do your shopping online if you're out of province. Otherwise, if you have any questions, please comment below, and we'll be sure to get back to you, or send us an email at info@epiccycles.ca. We thank you for joining this special feature. Thank you, Graham, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.